My account with 136,000 followers got disabled yesterday. This is a gut punch. Whew, 136,000 followers gone in seconds. How can I avoid this? This is the Online Business Simplified podcast. Welcome. My account with 136,000 followers got disabled yesterday, and I am shattered. It was my hard work of the last 5 years. It was all I had. I feel terrible, honestly. I feel terrible for you also. This is one more Natasha. Natasha, I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm going to talk about a couple things that we should have learned from recent current events. Like, for one, the TikTok ban that just happened, right? It happened in January of 2025. But people had been talking about it for a long time. And at the time that they were talking about it, nobody thought to themselves, maybe I should pivot. Maybe I should shift. Maybe all of these assets that I've built on this platform, maybe I should try to get them to my own platform. All right. And that's one of the most important things you can do when you're building a business or you're building on any platform is make sure you have a way to get them on your own platform. Now, there are 3 baby steps of online business: content, audience, monetization, right? Content that converts, build an audience, and monetize that audience with digital assets, something that you can turn that into a digital asset. But we're going to talk about audience on this, building an audience, because the biggest thing that the TikTok ban showed us is that when you build everything on one platform and something happens on that platform, whether it's the ban or whether you get demonetized or suddenly Facebook shuts your ad account down. That happened. All of these things happen to me, by the way. The algorithms change. They can all those 4 things can decimate a business if you just build it on just the one platform. So diversification, that's the lesson in that. Now let's talk about this is a gut punch. Whew, 136,000 followers that you built up over 5 years. Gone in seconds. If this doesn't make you think to yourself, how can I avoid this? Imagine if you were making let's just be modest in numbers. Imagine if you were making $60,000 or $50,000 from a platform. You're getting brand deals. Wouldn't you want to ensure, that you had some kind of solid foundation? Wouldn't you want to shore that up with something other than just the one platform? This is why it's so important to build an audience that you own. You don't own any of these platforms and they don't care about you. The algorithms, they don't care, right? And you couldn't be doing nothing wrong. You could be doing everything right, but one shift, one thing could take away everything that you've built. Now, Natasha, I'm sorry that, that happened to you. But the lesson in this, again, 1, diversify your content. Don't just be on one platform. I'd at least choose 2 platforms. And if I had to choose any 2, I would choose YouTube as my main content platform. And I would choose email marketing as the second one. Maybe a third one too. But I definitely would make email part of my ongoing long-term, plan. Because that still to this day has a 36x return. You get a way higher ROI on that. And even if nobody buys, you can still message them, hit them with a bunch of different offers until one offer might click for them. You never know. But you still have a bunch of at-bats, right? You get a bunch of chances to send them out an offer or to use what's in here to create some kind of other opportunity to make you some money. So, all right, diversify your content. Again, the 3 baby steps: content, audience, monetization. I would make... when I'm building out my content, how I would do it is this. I'm a big proponent of, again, YouTube and creating 1 piece of long form content per week. I would take that content, all right? So without fail, every week, YouTube video, all right? And then use my HVC framework, hook, value, call to action. So you're leading them to your audience every single week. Then I would take that long form content. I would use something like Opus Clip or hire an editor, break those down, post those on other platforms. But YouTube is first. You do the YouTube thing first. And then if you have time, see how I prioritize that? YouTube first. And then you email your list every week, right? if you don't have one, that's why I'm telling you to put a call to action in it. The call to action should be to a lead magnet that will, something that you teach on. You know, if you're a hairdresser, maybe it's an ebook on how to build your own boutique or get clients in the door, or maybe tools you need to start your own boutique. But make it something enticing to your audience, right? And then get them on your email list every week without fail. Hook, value, CTA. And then as you're building up that list, you chop that long form piece of content down, you post it on all these other platforms that you might be on: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, right? So now you've diversified your thing. You're not doing anything different with the content, okay? You're just posting the same content and leading it all back to that main piece of content. This way you're diversified, okay? And then, you know, as you diversify, you monetize with your own digital products, but then on the back end, when you get enough followers, you get enough watch time or whatever, then you can monetize on all these other platforms. One other thing is, when you start building like this, like I have less than 3,000 subscribers on YouTube, but I'm almost there. Thank you, by the way, if you watch and subscribe, I appreciate it. But you get brand deals. You don't have to be a big channel to get brand deals. I've already gotten a couple of brand deals, and I'm working on others. I get offers all the time. Some of them just don't fit with what I'm doing here on this channel. So I have the option to not take those. So yeah, that's it. If you have a lot of followers that you're building up, you're building up this thing, you can monetize attention. Okay. And you want to make sure that attention is not only in one place. If you had to pick two, pick your main platform, and then make sure your email is at least somewhere in there, okay, so that you can speak to them. If any of these platforms shut down, you know what won't shut down? What has never shut down? Email. I've never seen somebody, I've seen Facebook shut down for a little bit. I've seen Instagram shut down for a little bit. Haven't you guys remember where, I can't access my Instagram, I can't post anything. There have been these outages sometimes on some of these platforms. You don't want to leave your business to the whims of the algorithm. The algorithm is the devil. But I'm just kidding. Not if you use it to your advantage. And what I'm telling you is, when you diversify and you have this intention, this plan, then you won't have to worry about all your hard work being demolished. Although it could happen though, that's why I like to invest in multiple streams. And then listen, when you start making some money from that business, you take that money and you reinvest it into the business. Meaning that maybe you run ads to increase your email list. Maybe you run ads to increase your revenue, right? Increase your awareness. And then buy some assets. Buy some assets that make you money so you can build your empire. That's what you do. You use this money you make from your business, from this digital marketing stuff, from this online business stuff, to buy assets. I don't think people do that, but you should look into it. Anyway, Jessica, I hope that helps. And I hope this helps anybody else that has been, building something, an infrastructure, followers, a business. Don't let that be you. Don't build it on one particular platform. All right. I wish you the best. I wish you success. Peace, blessings, and prosperity. I'll see you in the next episode.